Alright guys, we've got a KTM 890 Adventure here. I'm going to show you real quick and easy how to change the oil. First of all, we need an oil change kit. I'm going to put a link down in the description below. This has got 4 quarts of the Power Scent 4T, and it's got the oil filter service kit, which comes with a filter, new bolts, screens, O-rings, everything you need. There'll be a link to that in the description. I'm going to start by getting the bike up on the lift and putting it on its side stand. That helps the oil drain out some. And I'm going to take the skid plate off here via these 4 bolts in the front. And after I take these 4 bolts out, it'll just kind of pop out of its spot in the tank. And there's some dirt in there, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to need 2 hands for that. And then there are 2 bolts directly here on the bottom that I'll need to take out to get the skid plate completely out of the way. You could probably do this with the skid plate on it, and I've also done it a few times by just taking off the front, but you always end up making a little bit of a mess, and you have to you spend more time cleaning the skid plate right here than if you just take it off and get it out of the way. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. Okay, so it can be tough to drain this oil out without making a mess because you can't get the pan exactly where you need it to be because of the kickstand. So if you do have a lift and you're able to put your kickstand up and just strap the bike down, that makes it a little easier. Lean it this direction with this strap. This lift is actually broken on the front right now, so I'm gonna have to drain it like this. What you want to do is loosen up these drains just ever so slightly and let it come out slowly, because if you pull the cap all the way out, it's going to shoot out to like right here, and then you can't get your pan where you need because of the kickstand. So I'm going to let these 2 drain, go ahead and take my oil filter out and see what it looks like. And if you didn't know, these are 13s, these are 8s. Okay, so we have our screens out and our filter out. Sometimes these screens have debris in them. It can be tough to clean out. Sometimes they look fine. These look perfectly fine. I am going to go ahead and replace them since we do have the new ones. And then I'll just give these back to the customer so they've got them if they ever need them. So basically the O-rings are already on the screens and bolts, so all I have to do is slide those back in as soon as that finishes draining. The oil filter, I like to go ahead and pop open a quart of oil and kind of pre-fill it, and then we're going to slide it. The rubber side goes in, so this side should be facing out if you didn't see that a second ago. We also have an O-ring in here to replace on our oil filter cap, and then we'll put the filter, the cap, and the 2 screens and bolts back in just a second when that's done dripping. and then we'll be ready to fill this thing with oil. Alright guys, your fill plug is right here. The capacity on this bike is like 2.8 liters. I usually put about 2.5 in here, then start the bike up for a second, let it cycle through. You've got a red circle right here. You want the line to be inside that circle. As you can see, mine's a little bit full, but that's because my bike's leaning to the left. If I lean it over this way, it's about where I want it to be. So I usually put about 2.5 liters in it, start the bike, kind of look where it's at, and add a little more to get it right in that circle. So 2.8 liters. All right, job's done. I'm gonna put my skid plate back on now. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy your KTM 890 or 790 adventure.